Welcome to Dynaudio. Today we have some very interesting news about the Dynaudio Focus. Dynaudio Focus is a speaker series that functions as a complete music system. Everything you need to play music is integrated directly into the speaker cabinets. It's a very flexible platform that allows over-the-air updates to introduce new features into the loudspeaker. We recently introduced a new firmware update that introduces several very exciting features to the speaker. We also added some flexibility in how you can set up and use your speakers. One of the key features about the Focus speakers is what we call dynamic bass extension. It basically means that we can extend the bass into lower frequencies when you're not playing loud. Now we give you the option to turn that feature on and off based on your personal preference. We also updated the net radio presets, so you now have 10 presets selectable inside the app instead of just the 3 we had before. The first 3 ones will still be available on the remote control. We also introduced a balance adjustment. That means that you can now adjust for asymmetrical listening positions or different placements of the speakers inside your room to optimize the sound for that particular listening position. A secondary balance adjustment allows you to compensate for analog inputs that has asymmetrical left and right balance. So if you have a record player or something like that that has slightly higher volume in one channel, you can now compensate for that. We have added a maximum volume setting, so inside the app you can select a max volume so that a user doesn't accidentally increase the volume too high. The Focus has settings for fixed volume and automatic wake up. With the new firmware, you can select these specifically for each input. That makes it easier to customize your setup to match your specific needs. We have also introduced some settings that makes it easier to troubleshoot, such as an indication of the Wi-Fi connection status and the Wi-Fi connection status, and also the Bluetooth remote. You can now specifically pair or unpair the Bluetooth remote from inside the Dynaudio app. We have also recently introduced a massive update to the subwoofer management system in the Dynaudio Focus. One of the exciting new features about this system is a distance compensation setting. That essentially means that you enter into the app what is the distance between yourself and each of the speaker and the subwoofer. Then the speaker automatically adds the appropriate delay to time align the speakers and the subwoofer to give the best performance. The distance compensation actually also works if you don't have a subwoofer, allowing you to compensate for off-center listening positions so that you can move the imaging position into place between the two speakers even though you're sitting off-center. Together with the balance control, that means you can very precisely tune the sound of the stereo imaging, even though you're not sitting in the perfect position. One of the most important things about the subwoofer setup procedure is that we now have introduced presets. That basically means if you have a Dynaudio subwoofer, a sub 3, sub 6 or sub 600 connected to the Dynaudio Focus, you simply select in the app which subwoofer you have, and then the app automatically sets the gain and the phase of the subwoofer output to match that specific subwoofer. So together with the distance compensation, you can get a very precise alignment between the subwoofer and the speaker. If you have a third-party subwoofer, you can set these settings manually inside the app. We have also updated how we integrate direct live room calibration with the Dynaudio Focus. That means that you can now use direct live also when you have a subwoofer. The setup is very simple. Essentially, set up the subwoofer first, preferably using the presets if you have a Dynaudio subwoofer, and then start doing the direct live calibration. During the direct live calibration, Direct will prompt you to calibrate, measure each speaker individually and the subwoofer. And then the direct live calibrates the subwoofer to work optimally together with the speakers. The Focus speakers has 6 presets for direct. We are adding 6 extra presets specifically for when you're using the subwoofer. So if you have direct live presets already in your speakers, they will be saved in your speakers. Once you add the subwoofer, you can select 6 new ones. So if you're shifting between using subwoofer or not, you don't have to delete the old presets. With these updates, we have significantly improved the usability and potentially the sound performance of your Focus system. To get access to these new features, it's important that you update your Dynaudio app. And inside the app, make sure that the speaker has the latest firmware installed. This should happen automatically overnight if your speakers are connected to the internet. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoy your updated Dynaudio Focus music system.